Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
It's 4 o'clock in Los Angeles. It's 6 o'clock in Chicago. And it's 7 p.m. in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Hello, everybody. I'm Mad Dog the Scipio, joined as I am each and every week by Amelia the Pitbull Chapman. Amelia, how the hell are you tonight?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm wonderful. You're surprised I was actually nice to you tonight.
I know, right? It's not your normal day.
Yeah, shut up. That could change very quickly, you know.
Well, normally you're not here today, so.
This is What's the Buzz, America's Best Popcast on WWTF Radio 88.7 on the broadband radio system, broadcasting live and around the world. Tonight, a look at the United States presidential election of 2024. God help us all. Hi. All right, so listen. Enough of the pleasantries. Let's get right into this.
Right? We were supposed to have a different show and then a different show. Now it turned out to be a different show.
Yeah. If you guys were expecting to see That's Bullshit tonight with Ricky and Stretch, they're performing. They're doing a show tonight. So they're not here.
No.
They're playing music somewhere, making people happy and dancing and the stuff that you do when you're a musician, and that's what they do. That's what they do. They play music. So they are not here tonight. You'll see them next week with Pain in the Ass, and
you're gonna be here.
Yeah, I will. I'm gonna be on vacay, but I'll be watching. I told you that I'll be watching.
Yeah,
so,
he's gonna be.
What do you make of all this craziness?
This election's gone cray-cray, as they say, the young kids say, but I would not be paying too much attention until Miss Harris started saying stuff about these young kids, 18 to 24, and now they're really paying attention.
All right, so you got to elaborate on that one, Pitbull.
Okay, now, she was saying 18 to 24 kids are stupid. That's why they belong in dormitories.
I heard that. She's basically... She just put down an entire generation of human being that 18 to 24-year-olds are stupid.
And those are the ones that she was told to focus on, to vote for her.
Did she use the word stupid?
Yes, she did.
Where can I see that at?
It's on TikTok. It's on CNN. It's on YouTube. It's on Facebook.
CNN?
Yeah, it's pretty much everywhere. You'll be able to see it. And TikTok,
really?
And everybody's been posting it. And there's like, you know what? That is the majority of people that has been voting for her. And a lot of these are African American women that are posting it. And a lot of these are a majority are women that are saying in that. They're saying, you know, she goes, we are women that are supposed to be behind you. And the young women and young people that are wanting you to be in office, and you're calling us stupid, and we're college people, and you're calling us stupid because we belong in dorms, because you know what? A lot of us go to college. We have to travel so many hours away. Some of us come from different states. We have to go to this college. Of course, we have to live in dorms.
Okay, so let me put this in context, because I have this in front of me. I'm not going to show the clip yet.
Yes.
Because I don't know enough about it. But here's what they're saying. A video where U.S. Vice President and presumptive nominee for the Democratic Party nomination, Kamala Harris, refers to young people aged 18 to 24 as, quote, stupid, unquote,
Stupid. Mhm.
has been taken out of context on social media. The longer original footage shows Harris presenting a program aimed at lowering recidivism among young offenders with better reintegration. So, what they're telling you here. So let's get everything. We have to make sure that what we're saying is accurate. All right. So you're right. She did say 18 to 24-year-olds are stupid. What she said first was talking about how young people do stupid things for money, for attention, for fame, for glory. And I understand that on some level. I think she could have used a better word than stupid.
Exactly. That's the point that they're making, that she could have used a better word.
She could have used the word immature.
Exactly.
Which would have been the perfect word.
Yes.
But that's why I'm me and she's her.
Yes.
Because I'm brilliant and she's stupid.
There you go. And that's why they're upset.
You use the word stupid, Kamala.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, though. Understand this. I get where they're going.
Yes.
I understand where they're going. One of the things that you have to remember is that we live in a different generation now than before.
Oh, absolutely.
In my generation, you went to work, you earned your money, you raised your family, you loved your wife and your kids. People got famous because of their talent.
Yes.
Now people are famous for doing stupid shit like eating boxes of cinnamon on TikTok and singing with naked cowboys on TikTok.
No. People don't get famous for
that's
that.
what Amelia does. That's she's becoming TikTok famous because she sings with naked cowboys on TikTok.
No, you know what's dumb and stupid is when you sit in front of people and you buy $200 worth of fried chicken and you eat that and you eat that. That's why people become famous. Doing that. That's stupid.
That's yeah. And I agree with you. But what she was saying is, and I again, you have to put it in context,
right?
So we can't just say, "Oh yeah, Kamala Harris called." Look at me defending her, right? But look, on this show, you've seen me do it. I don't care.
Both sides of the coin.
Yeah, I don't care if you're Democrat. I don't care if you're Republican, Independent. I don't care if you wear, black and white checkers on Tuesdays. It doesn't make any difference to me. What's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. And yeah, she said stupid.
Yeah.
But in the context of trying to say something to grab their attention, she used the wrong word.
Right. And that's why a lot of people, she's lost a lot of those votes from the 18 to 24 bracket.
Well, I got news for you, Amelia. You need to understand something, okay? She was never going to have their votes anyway.
Yeah, she was never going to have their votes, and she's not going to have my vote.
First of all, you need to understand something. And please get this through, okay? You guys out there listening. Okay, put yourself in the Amelia chair. Get this, sit down and gather this info. The 18 to 24 crowd is not voting for Kamala Harris, and they're not voting for Donald Trump either. There's a reason for that. The 18 to 24 crowd doesn't vote. They historically haven't voted. Who are they? They're the high school kids that are 18.
Yes.
They're college kids. They're people getting ready to graduate college at 24.
Right.
Or med school or law school. in some cases, right?
Right.
So that's what we're talking about. We're talking about a whole group of disenfranchised people. They're not stupid. If you want to use the word, they're cautious, really.
Yeah.
They're cautious because they're saving their votes
Mm-hmm.
for people they like. You know who's going to vote for 18 to 24?
Mm.
They're going to vote for Robert Kennedy.
Yes.
They're going to vote for Jesse Ventura.
Yes.
They're going to vote for any number of people that are running as independents.
Oh, absolutely, because they grew up in the generation of wrestling and stuff like that, and they know who that
It's
person
not
is.
even that. No. You're missing the point. You're missing the point.
Oh,
there.
I know, the independent.
No. Hear me out. Hear me out. You're missing the whole point there.
Mhm.
They vote based on the fact that they're counterculture. They're not going to vote with an established party.
Right.
Because when you're 18 to 24, what are you, Amelia? You're a rebel.
Yeah, rebel.
You get where I'm going with this?
Mm-hmm.
You're a rebel.
Mm-hmm.
You're not part of the in crowd
Right.
at
Right.
18 to 24. You know?
You're still trying to figure yourself out, who you
You're
are.
trying to figure that's exactly right.
Mhm.
You're
Yeah.
trying to find your place in the world.
Mm-hmm.
People 24, 25 and older, that's the established crowd.
Right.
Believe it or not,
Mhm.
94, this is a real number,
Mhm.
94% of the voting eligibility is over the age of 45.
Wow. I was gonna say 40, but
Over the age of 45. Do
wow.
you know who elects presidents?
Mm.
Groups between the ages of 50 and 70.
Mm.
That's who elects the presidents. Why? Think about it. The president
Mhm.
is the same age they are.
Yes.
They're going to vote for people that they know.
Right.
I'll give you a perfect example.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect example. Back in 1960, John F. Kennedy ran against Richard Nixon.
Right.
Okay. John F. Kennedy was a young, good-looking, charismatic Irish Catholic guy.
Mm-hmm.
Richard Nixon was an older, established vice president at the time
Mm-hmm.
who had an established base of older, rich, white guys.
Right.
Okay. Kennedy was attracting the black vote, the Spanish vote, the young white vote. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's how Richard Nixon lost the election,
Right.
by not welcoming in the young vote.
Right.
And John F. Kennedy won that election. And I got news for you. He didn't win it by much.
No.
People say it was a landslide.
No, I don't think
It
it was.
was not a landslide. John F. Kennedy won that election by the skin of his teeth.
Mm.
Because in 1960, Richard Milhouse Nixon almost became the president of the United States for the first time.
Wow.
Okay? Remember, he became president
Mm-hmm.
right after Lyndon Johnson.
Mm.
Who's Lyndon Johnson? He's the guy that took over for Kennedy after Kennedy
Right.
died,
Mm-hmm.
got killed.
Mm.
Okay? It's all connected, Neil. It's
Mhm.
all connected. But you understand something.
Mhm.
When you're talking about a particular way of voting, you got to remember the mindset of the young voter. They're rebels. They're going to vote for Jesse. They'll vote for Donald Trump. They'll vote for Robert Kennedy Jr. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. They'll vote for these
Mm-hmm.
fringe candidates. They'll vote for people like Lyndon LaRouche and back in the day, Ross Perot.
Right. Oh, yeah. Especially Ross Perot. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, and people, you got to understand that there's a place for all of
Mm-hmm.
them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you believe that our country's starting to get divided again?
It's never been united.
Mm.
It's the United States of America has never, not one time, ever been united. This country was divided from the very first day it was founded. How do I know that? Because that's what history told us. That's what history showed us. And that's what history played out. Think about this. I want you to think about something.
Okay.
Who were our founding fathers?
George Washington.
People from England.
Yeah.
They weren't from here.
Mm-mm.
They were from England. They came here. They didn't see white guys like them.
No.
They saw Native Americans,
Mm-hmm.
Indians, if you will.
Right. Right.
Okay. Slowly, people started to come down from Canada.
Mm-hmm.
People came up from Mexico
Mm-hmm.
because there were no borders. Everything was open.
Right.
And these guys came over from England. These, they fled. Why did they flee England?
Mm-hmm.
Tyranny, religious oppression, bowing down to the king. They didn't want to bow down to the king. They were rebels.
Right.
The people who founded this country were rebels. The very first president we ever had was a war general, George Washington.
Right.
And people don't know this, but guess what? I got news for you. He wasn't the first president.
No.
Do you know who the first president actually was?
No.
His name was John Cabot.
Really?
John Cabot's title. John Cabot was the president of the United States in Congress.
Oh, wow.
He was the president of the Senate, the president of the Congress. That made him the president of the United States. What was the United States at the time? 12, 13 colonies. That was it.
That was it.
From Massachusetts to New Jersey to Pennsylvania to Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, Ohio. It wasn't much.
Just like the upper
New
states
York.
where you're at.
The Northeast.
Yeah, where you're at right now.
Where I live right now.
Yeah.
This was the United States. That was it. There wasn't anything else.
Nothing else.
The United States was where I am. New Jersey. I'm right in the heart of it.
Yes.
I'm 10 minutes. I'm 10 minutes from Independence Hall, the Declaration of Independence, the Liberty Bell. I'm 10 minutes away from where America started, right here.
Wow.
You understand that? People don't get that.
No, they don't.
And if you want to see the Declaration of Independence now,
Yes.
you have to go to Washington, D.C., and it's under 20 tons of bulletproof glass.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I've
You
seen
ain't getting
that.
near that thing. I got news for you.
And then you have to step away so much far from it just to even look at it. And it's guarded right there because I've been.
Well, you know why? Because the ink is starting to fade on it. It's very, very old.
Yes.
And it's they think it's the original, but do you know that they're not even sure if it's the original?
Yeah, they when we did our tour, they said it was the original, but I don't think they even have the original anymore. If they do have it, it's somewhere put away in a vault.
You know where the original Declaration of Independence was found?
No.
in a print shop in Philadelphia.
Wow.
They were getting ready to throw it away.
Oh my gosh.
They didn't know it was there.
It's like, oops.
It was behind a picture on a wall.
Oh my goodness.
The original Declaration of Independence was on a wall. Somebody nailed it to a wall. Because they didn't have tape back then.
Yeah.
They didn't have staples back then.
Nope.
And they didn't have crazy glue and shit
Nope.
like that. They had nails. They nailed it to the wall. That's why if you go to Washington and you look at the Declaration real close, there's little nail holes in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go look. You think I'm kidding?
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to get even close to it because and that's why they say don't touch. It is.
But you have to understand something when you're talking about the United States and our history and presidents and vice presidents.
Yeah.
You got to know what you're talking about because I am, and I'm going to pat myself on the back for a minute. I am a U.S. historian. I'm a presidential historian, but I'm a history geek. I love history.
Right.
Because you can't know the future.
Exactly.
Until you know the past.
Right.
And that's as simple as that gets.
Yeah. And did you see the when she did her little thing live, Kamala, was that the people leaving because it was over, or were they leaving during her little speech?
I heard they left because they were done with her.
Oh my gosh. I'd have been done with her like a minute.
I'm serious.
I've been done with her like not even 30 seconds to a minute.
Yeah. You know what, Amelia? At that point, I'm gonna stop you there. I want to do a commercial break.
Okay.
Let's do our first spot here, folks. Listen to our friends at Shopify. We'll be right back. Take care.
Jess wanted to start a business when something surprising happened.
Today, I'm going to teach you how to crochet.
She started crocheting, like a lot. And her friends noticed.
Jess, you need to sell those.
So she signed up for Shopify and started building her business.
Yes, I love that.
And after a lot of hard work, this happened.
Oh my gosh, I just made my first sale!
You see, every day, hundreds of businesses get their first sale on Shopify.
We got ding!
And the next could be you. So when you're ready to bring your idea to life
And become your own boss.
build it on Shopify.
We are back with Wrestling with the Future Radio, WWTF 88.7 BRS. That's the broadband radio system, broadcasting live and around the world in 32 countries. God bless America. You know, see, here's the thing. I'm in my basement studio. And people in England are listening to us right now.
I know. Can you believe that?
It's crazy, ain't it? And
Yes.
people in Germany and Italy and 3 people in Sri Lanka are
I got a
listening
little
to us
corner spot
right
in my
now.
room.
And 1 person in Malaysia.
Wow.
Yes, folks, I'm not even Amelia, please tell them if I'm bullshitting you.
No, you're telling the truth. I mean, people are listening to us
We
all
have
around the
1
world.
person, I swear to you, we got 1 person in Malaysia that listens to this show religiously. I got people in Japan
Yes.
that listen to this show. You know,
And people from
Nettie,
Australia.
our friend Nettie in Japan.
Yes.
She's a real conspiracy kook. Oh man, I love Nettie. She's crazy,
Yes.
that woman. And Moonchild, she's another one.
Yeah, she's usually
Like South
getting
Dakota somewhere. I don't know where the hell she's at.
ready for work at this time.
She's getting ready for work right now, as a matter of fact. What's the buzz? America's best podcast. We are taking a special look at the United States presidential election of 2024. It's been an interesting year so far. We have the Republican front runner almost got his head blown off. Thank God he didn't.
Thank God. Yes.
God moved that man's head just in time.
Yes.
He moved his head just in time. Donald Trump, God bless him, would have been dead like John Kennedy, on live TV.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
he would have been killed.
And his wife is still taking it very hard because she's doing interviews and she is so emotional during a lot of the
she
questions.
can't handle it, Amelia.
Yeah, she can't because that's her husband, that's her life. And
Amelia,
they ask her,
she was standing 10 feet away, Amelia.
Yeah. And she's like, that's my husband, that's my life. What I could not handle that. If he would. And
well, I mean, look, but when you're a politician's wife, look, I hate to say it, but it's kind of like, it goes with the package.
Yeah.
But you've had Donald Trump getting shot at. You had Joe Biden losing his mind at a debate. And then swearing that he's going to push through to the end. And 2 weeks later, the president of the United States says, I'm not going to run. I'm dropping out.
Yeah.
He quit. The president, well, he didn't quit the job. He quit the race.
Yes.
But you know what? And good for, I'll say this, and Amelia, I have had a lot of fun at Joe Biden's expense.
We both.
I've had a lot of fun at Joe's expense.
We both.
I know you have too. And some of it was, let's be honest about it, most of it was well-deserved. I mean, let's just be candid about it.
Oh, absolutely.
But here's the thing, though, and on a serious note, I think that Joe did the right thing by stepping out. He said it himself. It's time for somebody younger, somebody brighter, somebody not so old. It's time for new blood. It's time for, a younger, that's what happened back in the 60s.
Yes.
President Eisenhower finished his term as president. Richard Nixon was his vice president. He ran against John Kennedy. The people back then, they didn't want anything to do with Eisenhower's administration. He was there. He was the Eisenhower, again, George Washington, Dwight Eisenhower. What did they both have in common? Tell me.
I don't know. You tell me.
And see, because you're stupid.
I'm stupid.
Because you don't know not you're stupid. You're not educated.
Right.
You don't know your history. But I'll bet you if I asked you what the number one song in the country is right now, you could tell me.
I don't listen to music that much, actually.
Only Sylvia. The point I'm trying to make, you actually, believe it or not, you made my point for me. You couldn't answer the question.
No.
Okay. And the answer is simple. What you're seeing today with Joe Biden, you saw with John F. Kennedy and Dwight Eisenhower, Richard Nixon back in the 60s. They didn't vote for Nixon. He came that close to winning, but they didn't vote for Nixon because he was part of the old guard. The country wanted somebody new, young, fresh.
Like new blood, I guess, as they say.
And the concern I have, it's true she's younger. She's, a smart woman. She's not a stupid woman. She doesn't know how to control her emotions, though.
No.
And that concerns me. She's also, you got to remember, she's a former prosecutor.
Yes.
And they have a tendency to be very regimented. Okay. The only good thing about Kamala is we know she likes to have sex on the first date and she drinks a lot.
Yeah.
We know that because that's in part of her history,
Yeah, Montel Williams.
I'm not
is the
making
one.
this stuff up, folks.
No, Montel Williams is the one that introduced her to everybody. Might as well just say.
You,
Hmm
I'm not making any of this
No,
up.
it's everywhere. Montel Williams is the one that
It,
introduced it. That's my show. Hello,
it,
everybody.
thank you.
Hmm
It's a matter of public record.
Yeah,
Go look
it
it
is.
up.
It is.
Do what we do. Do the research.
Yeah.
All right. So here's the deal. Let's talk about, because we know who the running people are.
hmm
It's going to be Kamala Harris. She's going to be the presumptive nominee. The Democratic convention is going to be, for the first time in 100 years,
Wow.
an open convention. Open convention for the first time in 100 years. You have any idea what that means?
Well, I know that they have a lot of group of people coming together and talk and stuff like that.
You know that.
Yeah.
Thank you. You know that.
hmm
But you didn't know that George Washington and Dwight Eisenhower were both generals.
No, they didn't teach us a lot of that in
I'm gonna
history.
hit you with they
in
didn't
high
teach you
school.
history in high school?
Not that well
What the
because
fuck high school did you go to?
Odessa High School in Texas.
In Texas.
Yeah.
That says everything. Texas, the place that killed Kennedy.
Yeah.
That's all I.
But
That's
the thing
it. All I
is
needed
that
to know.
they pick places to have their little
Don't
conventions,
defend your state. You're a bunch of killers.
and I just hope that they don't have it here in Florida. I really don't, but they may not because it's Trump country. So, as they say,
Oh, Florida is definitely Trump country.
so they may not have it here. So hopefully not.
Florida is Republican country for sure.
hmm
So give me your take on this. What do you? This is going to be the presumptive nominee is going to be Kamala Harris. There's probably going to be.
There might be somebody else that they could sneak in because they snuck her in real fast. So there could
There's
be
a
somebody else.
guy that very well may upset the apple cart.
hmm
His name is Senator Joe Manchin.
hmm
Manchun. Pronounces it Mansion, like the
Yeah.
big building, the mansion.
Mhm.
All right. Joe Manchin is a very, very connected, powerful leader in the Senate
hmm
and the Democratic side. The other thing about Joe Manchin is he was a Republican.
hmm
He switched over to the Democratic side, which he's allowed to do.
Yes.
If that happens, what scenarios can you see playing out?
They're just going to depend on what he's going to supposedly promise. Let's just say
Well,
what he's going to want to do.
I don't think so much of what he's going to promise.
hmm
How do you? Because let's be honest about it. They
Mhm.
all promise bullshit they can't deliver.
Yeah, that's true.
No, I mean, forget the promises.
Well,
Okay.
if
Let's
if
just
he
talk
gets in
about-
the nomination,
Hold on. I want to ask
Mhm.
you a question.
sure.
I'm going to be like Jerry Jewell. We didn't mean any Andrew. No, let me
I
finish.
love her. Thank you so much
I
for coming
love.
on our
Oh my
show.
God, she was brilliant last
Yes.
night. But I want to ask you because I have a question for you.
Okay.
Forget the promises. We all know them. They bullshit promises. We
Yeah.
know.
hmm
Talk to me, Amelia, about the dynamics between Kamala Harris and Joe Manchin. Can you see a fight developing? If so, what do you think the fight is going to be over? Are they going to go head to head at the convention?
Oh,
What-
absolutely.
How does it play out?
He's going to try to do everything he can to get everybody on his side, but then at the same time, she's going to be like, well, it's going to be August, and you know how August is. It's in the beginning of the school year, and this school year, there's going to be kids, and kids are going to love school, and you know how kids are. They're going to be in their grades, and they're going to be wearing their school uniforms. If they're not going to have uniforms, they're going to have regular clothes. She's not going to make any sense.
In other words, what she's going to do is change the subject.
She's going to try to manipulate the subject and try to just go over the questions and under the questions.
Can I tell you something, though?
Mhm. Yeah.
That's brilliant. Because
Mhm.
that's what lawyers do. Don't forget,
Yeah.
she's a lawyer.
Yeah, she's going to try to do this way and this way to the questions. Yeah.
It's that lawyer mindset.
Yeah.
It's that you can't I don't care who you are.
Mhm.
Once you're a lawyer, your brain is like brainwashed into that mode.
Oh yeah, she's
And
gonna.
that's, it's like being a doctor. Once you're a
Mhm.
doctor, you're a doctor
Yeah, she's
all the
gonna go
time.
over and under,
You
left and
think
right.
like a doctor, you talk like a doctor,
Yes.
you eat dinner like a doctor, you drink like
Mhm.
a doctor, everything
yeah.
you do is doctor mode.
Yes.
That's why doctors and lawyers have the highest divorce rates in the country because
Right.
they don't know how to be regular people.
They don't, and she's not gonna know how. If something, for God forbid, hope not, please, she becomes our president, is we're done for. We are done
Oh
for.
yeah,
I hate
absolutely.
to say it.
I'll tell you what's going to happen. And I hate to see this happen,
Mhm.
but somebody's going to try and kill her.
Oh, you know
Somebody's
what?
going to try and take a
I
shot
think
at
she's
her.
already got targets on her back. I hate to say it.
Oh, she's got big bullseyes on her
Mhm.
back.
Oh yes.
Huge bullseyes on her back. I got news for you.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. You look at her Secret Service detail.
Mhm.
You see what Donald Trump had? He had 10.
Mhm.
She's got 54.
Oh, he had 10 that he should not have had. He had 10 that didn't even know what they were doing, and that was not his
Well,
fault.
that's hold on. You don't go down that rabbit
But
hole.
you know
We're
what
not gonna,
Mhm.
I don't want to. You can't go there, Amelia.
Yeah.
You can't. We're
Mhm.
talking about
Yeah.
apples and oranges.
Yeah.
He had 10.
She's
He's
got
the
like
he's
50
the
or plus.
former president.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he's a former president with 10 as a courtesy detail. That's what they're called.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Now, she's got 54
Mhm.
full time. Do you understand?
Yes.
Full time Secret Service.
And
You know
she's
how many
never
people
Uh-huh.
serve in the Secret Service?
About what, at least
2,300 people
yeah.
serve in the Secret Service.
And she's
They
never
have
in the same
They got
car.
a budget. Hold on, Amelia.
Mm-hmm.
They have a budget of 5.3 billion.
Wow.
Would it be $5.3 billion budget for 2,300 people?
Wow.
Okay. Who do they protect? Only dignitaries,
Well, yes.
famous people, rich people,
Mhm.
powerful people.
Oh, yes.
That's all they do.
Mhm.
They protect the rich, the famous, the important.
Mhm.
That's who they do.
Yes.
And like it or not, she's one of them.
Yeah,
She's one of
absolutely.
the rich and the powerful, and
Mhm.
God help us, but she is.
Mhm.
But understand though. Oh damn! I'm up on the next commercial break.
Next commercial break. I know I was
Why
going
don't
to
we
tell
do
you
this?
break.
Why don't we do let's do another break and then we'll come
Mhm.
back. We'll talk.
Sure.
This, my friends, is from our friends at Manscaped.com. Been with me for 6 years. I love these people. Take care. Watch this. Do you have sweaty balls or volleyball netty balls? It's time to make them ready balls. The Manscaped.com Lawnmower 3.0 will do the job and clean your knob with its patented no-nick head, so your head will function as desired. Enter promo code Wrestling Future for a generous 20% discount. That's enter Wrestling Future for a 20% discount. Manscaped.com and Wrestling with the Future, going balls to the walls with Manscaped.com. And the Lawnmower 3.0, your balls will thank you. And so will we. What's the Buzz? America's Best Podcast is back with a special look at the U.S. presidential election of 2024. I'm Mad Dog DeCipio. She's Amelia the Pitbull Chapman. And I bring you up here, as a matter of fact, Amelia. So when last we left off, we were talking about Kamala Harris and
Right.
Donald Trump and Joe Biden, all these, people we love to hate and hate to love, and however you want to call it.
People that are running our country or supposedly running the country.
Let's just for shits and giggles, okay?
Mhm.
Let's just for shits and giggles say the election is over. She won. Donald Trump, congratulates her, all this other stuff. Okay.
Hmm.
What's her first move? What does she do first?
She is going to bring immigrants into the country.
Explain.
Well, let's see.
Explain the first thing you said. Why? Explain that. Why do you think that would be her first move?
Because she believes that they should have rights just like everybody else, and she's going to give them that, just like she's been doing already.
What do you know about Kamala Harris?
Let's see. Other than I believe that she is giving everybody what they want, basically. She tells people, "Oh, I'm going to give you this. I'm going to give you that. Just come into our country. You can have whatever you want."
Okay. Let me. I have something here I want to read.
Well, and also the thing is I'm going to be voting. As you know, they gave me 2 cards, right? I tore one of them.
Yeah. I hope you tore up the Democrat one.
I sure did.
Good. Thank you. By the way, folks, if you live in Florida,
be careful.
In certain counties, be very careful, as Amelia said, because Amelia is both a registered Democrat and a registered Republican in the same county, by the way.
Yes.
And she brought both cards on the air and held them up to the camera.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the same state that voted George Bush president. Look, even the Republicans are allowed to fuck up once in a while. You know?
Yeah, and I was
Let
like, wait a
me tell
minute.
you about Kamala Harris. What do we know about her? Here's what we know. Her selection of a running mate, which has got to be done soon.
Yeah, I heard that.
Is for sure going to set off alarm whistles, because I saw the list.
Is one of them a gay guy?
There is one homosexual, yes. But the first name on the list is scary to some people, because he's the governor of Pennsylvania right now. And she's coming to Philadelphia here Tuesday.
Oh.
Okay. Why is that important? Here's why. Because the Democratic convention is only in a week and a half. Okay. And I believe, if my sources are right, and I believe they are, she's going to name Governor Josh Shapiro to be her running mate. He would be the first, I believe, the first Jewish vice president. I believe. And he's quite popular in Pennsylvania. That's the first decision she's got to make soon.
Right.
All right.
When's her deadline? Do you know?
Yeah. August the 7th.
Oh, yeah, it is a deadline. Oh, gosh.
Yeah. So, the joint appearance, and we're going to talk about this right now, the joint appearance of her and her prospective running mate will probably be done by, they say August 7th, but it's going to be done before that for sure, because everyone believes that it's going to be Josh Shapiro. So it'll probably be Tuesday, which I think Tuesday would be what, the 5th or the 6th?
Tuesday is the 6th, yes.
It's the 6th. Okay, so a day before the cutoff. All right. So there you go. Let me read something about Kamala Harris. Before I do that, do you know what race, ethnicity she is?
You said that she was she wasn't black.
I'm asking you. Forget what I said. What are they saying that Kamala Harris is?
Gosh, you told me that yesterday. Let's see, Dominican or something like that.
Okay, I'll tell you again because you don't listen.
I didn't remember.
Amelia only listens to naked cowboys singing on TikTok.
I was
This
so
is why
excited
she's going to
for.
be replaced on this show soon, and she'll only be with Rico and Stretch on Wednesday nights on that bullshit.
I was so excited to have our guest yesterday. That's all that was on my mind yesterday.
I'm going to well, first of all, she's not African American.
No.
She's not black. So let's
No.
get that.
Mm-mm.
They are very, very careful to say this. Kamala Harris would be the first quote person of color unquote to be the first female of color to be president. Okay. They didn't say first black woman because they can't. You know why? She's not black.
No. Mm-mm.
Let me tell you about Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris is of Jamaican descent on her paternal father's side and Indian descent on her maternal side. In other words, her father is Jamaican, her mother is Indian, as in Pakistani Indian. Okay. That's according to the Los Angeles Times, who do extensive research. Her mother's name is Gopalan. Gopalan Harris was a Tamil Brahmin, part of the privileged elite in India, money people. In Hinduism's ancient caste hierarchy, and Donald Trump said in an account of his family ancestors that Harris' name comes from his paternal grandfather, Joseph Alexander Harris, because he's got a Harris on his side, too. A landowner and agricultural produce exporter. Kamala Harris, however, her side, her father's side, but this is interesting. They were slave owners.
Oh, wow.
They were slave owners and landowners in the South, in Georgia and Alabama. Not making any. I'm reading it right from the script, folks. Right here on the paper. All right. What they're saying here is that one of the things that she has consistently lied about is being African American. She's not. Okay. And I want to read that on the air so that we understand. If you're going to lie about who you are, if you're not going to be proud of your ethnicity, well, what are you going to hide and what are you going to lie about? What else are you going to hide?
Exactly.
What else are you going to lie about? Does she have children we don't know about? She says, she has no children. I don't know. Does she have kids?
Wow.
Do you know she's got kids?
Right. Has she had abortions that she's not telling people about? We don't know.
I don't. I'm asking you a question. Do you know if she has children?
I do not know because she's never told.
That's all I need, Amelia. I don't know is fine. That works. That works. Okay. So, what we know about Kamala Harris? Not much. The answer, folks, is not much. Okay. She's the Vice President of the United States running for the highest office in the world. Okay. And we don't know anything about her.
No.
We don't know anything about this woman who may very well, she's got a real good chance of winning, which is frightening. But she's got a lot of people on her side that have a lot of money. Big money Democrat donors. People like George Soros.
That she probably paid off to scrub a lot of her past, so we won't know a lot about her, too. So,
folks, I got to tell you, I love Amelia. She's wonderful. But she's a conspiracy theorist. She's not very bright sometimes.
Think about it.
And there are moments that she has,
aha moments and the moments. But
that
think
she
about
has.
it.
I'm trying to help you here, so shut the fuck up. Oh my God. there are moments that Amelia has little snippets of genius, okay? Once in a while, like you saw one of them tonight, it was sometimes they take me by surprise. I go, oh, very good. I want to like clap for her because she makes me proud. Oh, God. Anyway.
You never know. She could have paid somebody to scrub off some of her past, they change Wikipedia, stuff like
Well,
that.
I don't think anybody's. First of all, look, you can't scrub what you don't have. She doesn't have a past.
Mm-hmm.
She was a prosecutor in California. She was a party girl. We already know that.
Oh, yeah, we do.
We got the video. We got the pictures. We got all the shit. We got all the sound clips.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you something. If and when she gets elected, there was a Freudian slip. I said when she gets elected.
If
you're going to see, yeah, if she gets elected, you're going to see all of her dirty laundry come out. Because there are people right now, I'm telling you, I know some of them. I'm telling you, there are people sitting on Kamala dirt right now that are just waiting. They're
for that.
waiting for the moment to go, gotcha.
Yep.
Yep.
And the people, I tell you that I don't stand with her, and then you turn around and tell me, oh, I do. You know what? That is your opinion. You go right ahead and stand with you. It's not going to make me dislike you anymore.
That's a marketing slogan. That just lose it. Fucking forget it.
Well,
lose it.
if you want to vote for her, go ahead.
Talk to the hand. Talk to the hand.
I know. No, but I'm just telling my family or friends.
Look, stop. Really. I'm serious.
No, I'm just telling everybody.
It's a marketing slogan. You know what it means? Nada.
I know.
It doesn't mean shit. You know why? Nobody cares.
No, if my family and friends want to vote for her, go right ahead. I'm not going to say
truth. Nobody cares.
No. Go ahead.
Oh my God!
No, it's just that I'm not gonna lose.
I have to every week.
I'm not gonna lose family or friends over it.
She's so quiet at the beginning, and by 7:45, 7:50.
You said you had to tell the people that I don't talk much, so I'm starting to talk to shut them up. Okay.
What, the people who say Amelia doesn't talk?
Yeah.
There's thousands of them. They email me all the time.
Well, that's what they can do.
Why doesn't Amelia? Why do you have Amelia there? She doesn't say anything.
Well, I'm telling them.
She sits there and shakes her head and agrees with you, mad dog.
Because you know what? We have a system to tell them to shut up because I'm talking.
Listen to you. Yeah. All right. What we got coming up?
I don't know. You're going on vacation.
Well, yeah, I'm going on vacation, but you're going to be here. So what you got coming up?
I know that August the 7th, we have another bullshit session with Rico and Stretch.
Yeah.
On August 7th on Wednesday.
Well, I'll tell you
what. Who knows what they're going to talk about? So
I'm going to leave this up for you, okay? I'm going to leave this.
So we're probably going to have a bullshit session on Monday or Tuesday the 5th or 6th, and we're probably either going to do a bullying show, probably one of those days too. So, or we're going to talk about narcissists. Who knows what we'll do one of those days.
Whatever the hell you feel like.
Yeah, but we'll talk about probably bullying one of those days because school's starting back up, and I want to just talk to the parents, tell them what to look out for.
When do they go back there in Florida? August, middle of August?
Something middle of August, and before that, I want to talk to the parents about that because I was bullied at school, and I want to tell the parents what to look out for because I never thought about hurting myself or anything like that. I went right to my mom, or I went to a teacher, I went to a principal. I want to talk to them about.
Can I make a suggestion to you?
Sure.
Why don't you do this? Because I know the boys will be here with you Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you take one of those days and just you and the people?
Okay.
Nobody else but you. Just you in front of the camera.
Okay.
And just talk to people about bullying.
Okay.
About how we have a program here at WWTF called Be a Buddy, Not a Bully.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, let us And we got some numbers too.
Mm-hmm.
We had, it's called hashtag be a buddy,
Mm-hmm.
not
Yep.
bully. Here it is.
And I'll just let them know how one of my friends.
This is our one of our programs. Be a buddy, not a bully.
Yeah, and then I'll tell them about one of my stories, how I got to meet one of my buddies, and I had a bullies tell me I would never meet one of my buddies, but you made that dream come true for me.
I did.
Yes.
Who? Sylvia?
Nicola Roberts.
Oh, Nicola. Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, I'll just
That
tell them the
was
story
easy.
about
I
that.
just called her on the phone and said, "Come
No,
on."
but see, they told me that I would never, because my trapper keepers, you know how you could put pictures in there and everything
Yeah.
like that. And they said, "Oh, we have real photos, blah blah blah. That's just magazine covers." And stuff.
Yeah.
I'll tell the story about that.
Yeah. All right. That sounds good. I'll tell you what, folks. I am going on vacation, God willing, and the creek don't rise, and Lord willing, I will come back safely.
Yes, and don't get more sunburned.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and stay safe and drama free and no problems. And so I want to tell everyone that I love you all and thank you for listening and making us an incredibly popular show, more popular than either one of us could ever have imagined, except Amelia, who's got 39 million friends on TikTok because she's
I do not have 39 million friends on TikTok. There's no way anybody can.
2 words, folks: naked cowboys.
There's not naked cowboys either because they don't allow that.
Amelia, Texas girl, 1971, sings to naked cowboys.
They're not naked cowboys. Okay, they don't allow that on TikTok.
That one guy looks like Jason Momoa. He looks like Aquaman. All right, what are we doing? We got anything else going on?
That's it so far. Till you
Right,
come back on vacation.
Out of here. Go home. Go home. Be good. Stay out of trouble. And
have a good
by
vacation.
the way, if you guys on a serious note too, if you guys are having substance abuse issues or you're having trouble with coke or pills, amphetamines, we have some numbers I'm going to scroll for you right now and take a look. Write these numbers down. We have an email that you'll see it on the Chiron. Give us a holler at our email. We will get you in touch with professional free help.
Yes.
It will not cost you a dime. I don't care where you are in the world. Anywhere in the world, we will get you free help.
Yes.
On behalf of Amelia, the Pitbull Chapman, I am Angela, the Mad Dog DeCipio, but you can call me Puppy if you want. Take care, folks. God bless you. We'll see you next time around. Bye-bye.